Whoever asked that question, I love you. Get comfortable with the uncomfortable. Them friends who are not actually your friends, cut them off very quickly. We got the degree we wanted. Why did I want to start YouTube and why now? I need some of that, please. Ever since Ramadan, it's kind of gone like this. Hey guys, welcome back to another video. This is a get to know me because I feel like I've made enough of videos on this channel for you guys to get to know me, to get to know she, you know what I'm saying? But yeah, that's another thing you'll get to know is I switch accents very randomly.
That's weird.
So my name is Fatia. If you couldn't tell from the name of the channel, it's Fatia. That's my name. My age, a lot of people think I look always like, people always guess I'm like 2 years younger than I actually am. People guess 16, 15. Someone told me I look 13, but I think that's a stretch. I think that's a big stretch. But I'm 19, yes. Ethnicity wise, I am Nigerian. I'm Yoruba to be specific. I'm from that tribe. A lot of you guys also asked me like what I study at uni, and if you haven't watched all my other vlogs already, you'll probably know that I study medicine and I go to the University of Birmingham. Yeah, so that's just a little quick roundup into me, who I am. And yeah, I'm just gonna go into some questions that you guys asked. Why did I want to start YouTube and why now? I feel like when I was a kid, I always wanted to do YouTube, but as I got older, what I actually wanted to do changed. But I was very scared to start YouTube when I was like 16 because, you know, school, UK, like, I didn't want to be made fun of, guys. I'm gonna be very, very honest. Another thing is I love to edit. Like, I actually love to edit. I used to make vlogs, but they would just be saved on my phone. So it's one of my friends and me, and I was like, I really want to start YouTube. I'm just scared. Then one day I decided, I'm just gonna start it. I'm just gonna start. But the second part was why now, which kind of links to what I said before. Why now is because I think now I'm at an age where I kind of just don't care. And I think one thing I realized in this life is I don't want to be like 40 and be thinking, oh, what would have my life been like if I had just decided to do that thing that I wanted to do? Do you know what I mean? I feel like a lot of adults actually regret that. And I'm not trying to play this life safe. Like, at the end of the day, do what you want and do what you enjoy regardless of what people are going to say. Whether people, and I feel like when it comes to social media stuff as well, you're always going to be cringe until you become something. People are always going to find you cringe regardless of what you do anyways. So let the people talk, let the people say what they want to say, and get comfortable with the uncomfortable. That's what I started now. You know, I feel like my mindset's changed a lot, and I'm just like motivating myself to do anything I want to do. Someone asked, what do you study at uni? How do you find it? Medicine, I think I mentioned that before. How do you find it? Good question. How do I find medicine? You know what? It's a mix of things, to be honest. How am I finding it? I use the word challenging. Like, if I'm gonna, medicine is challenging, but I actually also feel like at the same time, if you did A-levels, you can survive at any course in uni. I think the content is just a lot. And I think one thing I've learned is that, you know, when you've been studying for so long, you've been studying for GCSEs, you've been studying for A-levels, you kind of burn out without realizing you burnt out. And I think that's what happened to me. So by the time I got to uni, I didn't really want to study anymore. I got to feel like, well, we got the degree we wanted, we ain't gonna study that much. And then that kind of backfired because exam season, I was now having to learn the whole content in like a good 6 weeks, and it was just by the will of Allah that I even passed exams. I'm telling you guys, it was the tahajjud that I prayed, it was the du'as that I made that made me pass them exams, because I didn't even know, I never knew it was possible for me to ever cram, because I don't even like cramming. Even in A-levels, I hated cramming. So to answer that question, it's like medicine is just challenging in it, but it's also just being in uni in general has made me learn a lot about myself, and I've taken a lot of lessons from first year, which is number one, start the work early. Like, yeah, people tell you to enjoy your social life, but with certain courses, yeah, you're just gonna have to like study more, and that's just a fact. Like, you're just gonna actually have to study more, but that doesn't technically mean your whole social life is gone. So yeah, it's been hard balancing things, but overall, alhamdulillah, it was good. Honestly, to be honest, I think the social life at uni made my course bearable. Yeah. Advice for starting uni. I'm actually gonna make a whole video talking about advice for uni, because I feel like there's so much to say and I can't just say it in one video. If I was to literally give you like 3 good pieces of advice for uni, number one, don't cling on to people. Don't cling on to people and don't make assumptions about people. It's very easy to walk into a room and think, I'm gonna be friends with X, Y, Z because they look like me, they're the same religion as me, and then next thing you know, you become friends with ABC. You don't become friends with any of the people you thought you were going to be friends with. So that's number one. Really be yourself, because I feel like secondary school, especially in the UK, from like primary school to secondary school, it's just a weird journey of like trying to fit in, trying to be what people want, and then towards the end of secondary school, you find yourself. We don't even have a space to actually now be yourself, because you spent the whole time in secondary school not being yourself. So now that you finally found yourself, like, So now be that person that you always wanted to be in uni. Don't start all over again. Don't care about what people think. Don't care about what people say. Make good friendships this time. All the things that you learned from your younger years, actually apply it this time. Them friends who are not actually your friends, cut them off very quickly. That's probably my biggest advice, actually, now I think about it, when it comes to uni. Because I feel like I really was myself in my first year. I didn't care. I took all that stuff I learned and I said, I'm going to be myself. If you don't like it, you don't like it. And in the words of Amaya, if I'm not your cup of tea, don't drink it. If you watch Love Island USA, you know what I'm talking about. Now, these are some interesting questions that some of you guys asked me, which I'm going to answer. Someone asked, what show are you currently obsessed with? Guys, I'm a series addict. Like, I love to watch series. I'm such a series over movies person. So this question is very, the show I'm currently obsessed with, I'm going to give you guys even genres. So right now, in terms of like comedy, I love watching like something comedy, lighthearted. It has to be like Modern Family. I really like Modern Family. Like, I watched it throughout the whole of my exams. Yeah, I love that. Another show I'm actually currently obsessed with, if we're talking like drama, thriller, I'm trying to think actually. I've actually started Empire. So that is a show I'm quite obsessed with right now. My friend told me to watch Ginny and Georgia, which I thought was actually cringe. It is quite cringe, but it's actually, I feel like it has a lot of deeper stuff to it, so I really like that. What are your hobbies? Guys, ain't nothing special around here. I like watching shows. That's actually my hobby. Like, when I really deep it, what do I do a lot outside of studying and like chores? It's watching shows. Like, I love to watch a good series. Also, I love to talk. So one of my actually is that even a hobby? I don't even know, but I love to sit down and just talk with people. Like, you guys understand, I really enjoy a good conversation. That's why I love being around people who just know how to have good conversations. Like, we can talk about society, we can talk about anything, and it's funny, it's entertainable, and it's deep. Good combo. Another hobby of mine is reading. I'm actually going to show you guys the books I'm reading right now. Right now, I'm reading this psychological thriller called A Couple at Number 9, which I actually really like. I think if you watch my other vlogs, guys, I recently discovered that psychological thriller was the theme, the genre, should I say, that kept me reading. So I literally got this much left. But guys, I went to Waterstones like 2 days ago and I saw this book, 4 Eids and a Funeral. When I saw there was a Nigerian girl who was Muslim, I said, I need some of that, please. So I read this. I feel like any book that I feel like I can identify with, or I can identify with the characters, I love that. So reading is actually a hobby of mine. I just need to do it more. I don't read enough, I feel like. Yeah, those are my hobbies. What are your top 3 countries you like to visit? Whoever asked that question, I love you. Good question. So top 3 countries, let's go. South Korea, number 1. South Korea. I don't know, there's something about them type of countries. South Korea, Japan, I love them places. I feel like I really like to go to that place. I would love to go to Qatar. Qatar is another country I'd like to go to. Third country, I think I want to pick somewhere in Africa. I low-key feel like I want to go Ghana because a lot of my friends are Ghanaian and I feel like it's I feel like it's a chiller version of Nigeria, so I would want to go there. Are you an introvert or an extrovert? Okay, I'm an introvert and extrovert. I'm an ambivert, guys. I'm both. I feel like I'm very quiet and shy around people I don't know, but when I know you, we're gonna turn up. You see, the people who know me, they know the crazy Fatia. They know the weird Fatia. The Fatia that don't know how to speak properly. The Fatia that says the craziest things ever. The Fatia that just jumps around, dances around, and even if there's nothing playing. That is the extrovert in me. Like, I feel like sometimes when I look at myself from an outside perspective and I see how I am with my friends, I genuinely question my weirdness because I'm thinking, wow, dang, you weird. But if you didn't know me, you wouldn't know I'm that weird. Like, you would just be like, oh, is she quiet? She don't speak to nobody. But I think I'm very friendly. Like, I know how to be friendly with people I don't know at the same time. Like, I'm very like, oh my god, hi girl, da 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 da. So I think I'm a bit of both, to be honest, to answer that question. The questions I've just gone through are the questions that you guys are giving me, and I'm going to go through some that I asked ChatGPT, my good friend Chat, to give me, because I was like, I think you guys should know a bit more about me. Is there a childhood toy, show, or snack that you still think about? Lally Cali shoes. I always think about Lally Cali shoes. Every time I used to see that advert on TV, I really wanted them shoes. Never got it, but I really wanted it. Anytime I think about childhood in the UK, I think Lally Cali shoes. That's the best it ever gets, personally. In terms of show, I think of Pop Girl. There used to be a show called Pop Girl where they would show all like the Zoe 101, and they stopped it for some reason. But that is childhood. Have you ever had a moment that totally changed the direction of your life? Interesting question, chat. I'll probably say wearing hijab. I'm not gonna lie. I wore hijab when I was 16. started wearing hijab when I was 16. So I feel like that changed the direction of my life. I feel like after wearing hijab, it was like a domino effect. It was like boom, 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 just domino. Things just started making sense. Things just started falling into place. And honestly, like, it did change the direction of my life, because if I was to look back and not wear hijab, I think I would, like, just my life would just be slightly different, I feel like. So I feel like that is one thing that definitely changes the direction of my life. What's something you're currently working on mentally or emotionally? I like that question. To be honest with you, in terms of something I'm working on, it has to be deen, and I think that includes in both mental, spiritual, emotional, all that stuff. Because I just feel like ever since Ramadan, it's kind of gone like this. It's kind of just gone down, you know. So I'm just trying to bring it back up, you know. Like, I just feel like certain habits, I don't know how to explain it, but like, even though I'm praying 5 times a day and stuff, I feel like certain habits I used to do, I'm just not doing anymore. So I want to get back into doing them. Ooh, I like this question actually. Have you ever had to outgrow a friendship or a relationship, and how did you handle it? Oh yes, I did. I outgrew many friendships, people. And you know what it is? I feel like, number one, okay, the question was, have you? Yes, I have. And how did I handle it? I think the way I handled it was very much like just removing myself slightly from those people and still being cordial. Like, being cordial, like, hi, bye, but kind of like, I don't really want to hang out with you, I'm going to sit by myself type of thing. That's how I handled it. And I feel like the problem is, what happens with some friendships is that there's not actually necessarily beef, but what happens is that as you get older and as your mindset changes, you realize the people you're around, their mindset doesn't change. And you kind of start thinking, oh, the way that you think is kind of, oh, that kind of rubs me the wrong way. The way you respond to certain situations, like, even if it's not to me, it's like that rubs me the wrong way. And then when people tell you about it, you kind of just don't really listen, and you kind of think that this way of thinking and this way of acting and this behavior is acceptable, and I just don't need that. So I'm gonna step away. And honestly, I actually rate myself back when I was in year 8. My main friends, I just stopped being friends with them for like a good 6 months, because I was like, I'd rather be alone than be with a group of people that don't like me. And let me tell you guys, that is the best decision to ever make in your life. If you are around people that genuinely don't like you and they show you that every day, remove yourself. You're choosing to sit in disrespect if you're allowing that. You're actually choosing to be disrespected. And let me tell you something, funny enough, those people actually respect you when you leave. Leave, and if it means you'll be alone, be alone. So I think I've been very used to being alone when I was a kid. That's it. I hope you guys have gotten to know me a little bit from that. A bit more than you probably know me in my vlogs. But yeah, that rounds this up, and I will see you guys in my next one. And if you guys have any more videos you'd like me to make sure you comment down below. If you have any more questions that you'd like to know, comment it down below. And yeah, I'm just gonna be doing, I feel like I enjoy talking, so I'm gonna be doing a few more talk videos, to be honest. And make sure you do follow me on my Instagram and my TikTok if you want to see a bit more at It's Fatia. I will see you guys in my next one. Bye.